Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Z Buds Grow. This is episode 20, part 1, and these are what we got going on for my experimental grows. I've never grown outdoor. This is the first time I've grown outdoor. These are autos. These two here and this girl were left over from the plants that I had up in the box, so we brought them out here and put them outside instead of throwing them away. And this girl here was born outside. So from here, this is from Blimberm Genetics. This is blueberry. And then we also have, what's this one? This one here is from Cultigen Seeds. This is a Draconia Jewel. And this girl here and this lady over here are from 123 Fat Buds, and those are the CBGs, the Crazy Black Girls. It's doing nice and good. So she doesn't have the bottom leaves, fan leaves, because like I said, she was up in the tent and she was growing to try to keep her notes tight for try to keep the notes all close tight, so it kind of turned into a single cola. But instead now we just transplanted her into a 5-gallon and we're letting her go. And she took the transplant well. So then these two over here, we didn't transplant. Instead, I cut the bottoms of these pots off and sat them on top of another pot of soil. So that's what we got going on. And like I said, I've never gone outside because I live in the woods and I have barely any sunlight that breaks through. So basically I have to go around the yard every 2 hours and place them in the sun. Now here's the bummer. So June 1st, or the beginning of this month, we brought them outside. As you can see, she was born on June 2nd. So we brought them outside. Since they have been outside for the past couple of weeks, there has been no sun. We've had nothing but overcast. I think I've had maybe 2 days of sun. So I would imagine they'd be a little bit bigger if they were having the sun. But it is what it is. So hopefully, the sun's supposed to come out today, so hopefully they'll get some sun. And then real quick, so the reason why this video is going to be, it was late and didn't get posted on Wednesday, is getting posted on Thursday, is because my wheel bearing, my driver's side wheel bearing on my car went. So I was down on the car, and I don't have money, and it was a $500 job, you know, to get a new knuckle, get a new wheel bearing, new hub, all that, and get it all installed. It cost me about $500. So, well, he did a couple other things, but anyways, regardless, I had to come up with $500. So a friend of mine, well, a couple friends of mine up at my local dispensary where I hang out and visit, they all donated to help me get my car fixed. And for that exchange, this person here is getting 3 of these 5-gallon autos. And they are up and about. And I have given them also, bagged up, is all the nutrients for the grow. So basically down here, I've been doing a, $75 donation, $80 donation, well, $75 donation for one. And it comes with Pro Mix, HP, Happy Frog, Dino Mycorrhiza, Earthworm Cassin, Biocharge, and it is fertilized with Dr. Earth for the first 4 weeks. And then I give them the next 2 top dressings worth. Plus, I give them 3 teaspoons of recharge so that they can make recharge throughout the grow. So, and they donate 75 bucks a bag, and that's what they get. And then over here is another person donated 40 bucks for a juvenile to be put in the, he needs to be put in the ground. So this is an orange gasm, and this is the girl that was inside you guys have been watching me play with. She's now outside. I broke her in and she is leaving today. And same thing with these. Another person donated $20 a piece. So I donated $40 to get my car fixed, and those are theirs, and another person $20, and that's theirs. So basically this person gave $200 for all three. This person donated $40 and another $20, so that's $60. So that's $260 plus a $40 there. So $300 they donated for my car to get fixed. Pretty cool. But yeah, that's what we got. And they are underneath the eaves because we're trying to keep them out of the rain so that they don't get totally saturated out. But when the sun comes up today, they will be coming out and about. So once again, this is my first time trying anything outdoors, and it is an experimental grow because there is, like I said, a battle to chase the sun. But I mean, as you can see, we get growth back here. So the sun basically moves all along this path, up and down here and across there, and then come up this way. So we chase it around. All right, let's go inside and check out inside. All right, we're back inside here. So see right here, and I even got the dates marked on them. So these are what I give to the those auto pots. I mean, not auto pots, the auto flowers. Those 3 pots outside. The person that paid donated $200 for me to get my car fixed. This is all the nutrients. So basically, the only thing they have to do with those girls, they don't have to germinate nothing. They're gonna have their 2-week seedling period. And the only thing they're gonna have to do is just give them love and water. So, real quick, you know what, first let's get just so you guys see, it's my TV cart. I know this has nothing to do with growing, but this is how, let me show you. So this is my TV cart. So I can move it next to my bed, or if I want it out of the way in my what we call living room area. Gotta do what you gotta do. All right, so that's out of the way. So, real quick, let's do this. Put this cigarette out. We have a mail call once again from Scotty 420, the wet basement grower, my brother from another mother, and he sent us some more seed packs. Crimson Sun, very nice. This I'm excited for. I love Mephistos. And we got, what is it? Frost Factory. Nice. And then here it is from Elevated Roots. I got the Jedi Juice. Freaking awesome. So these are autos. These are and everything else is FEMs. This is from Elevated Roots. This is Prism Marker, RS11 crossed with Permanent Marker. There's 2 FEM seeds in here, 6 FEMs in there. Freaking awesome. And then we got the Gelato 44 for Tyson's. And we have, these are photos. And there's 5 FEMs in there. And then we have a Jawbreaker cross with Pink Gorilla. We got 10 Femme Photos in there. We have Gelato 44 cross with Kosher Kush. I can't wait to do that one. That's gonna be nice. We have 7 Femme Photos in there. And then we have a Blueberry Muffin cross with 4K. We got 1 seed in there. Friggin' awesome, brother. Awesome. Oh, I'm so stuck. I'm loving the whole auto thing right now. So happy. Thank you, brother. Scotty from 420. And yes, I need to vacuum my carpet. My dog. And we've been doing work in here this morning, as you can see. So, let's put those up here for now. All right. As you can see, the 3 little girls back there are gone, which is the Royal Queen Seeds freebie seed, which was the OG Kush, and the 2 Masonic seed ones. We had the OG Haze crossed with Rainbow Belts, and then we had the Poo-Tang Neville Chem natural selection, which means we don't know what the father plant was. Alright, so we ended up cutting them down, harvesting them. They're up, hanging. There's not much weed there, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty fire. So, let's get into this. So we still have our Dab Merinos. OG, what was that? Cherries OG. What was it? Cherries, I'm sorry. 91 Cherries OG. Oh, back it up. So, that's what we got going there. And then this is an auto. Her first 2 months of life, she was under 24 hours of light, and she was the only plant that was going at that rate. So on that time, that far along, so we took her out of that tent, and we have room over here. So we put her over here for her last month to see what happens on 12/12 for the last month with 900 power, 900 ppf D. So these 2 girls have now been dosed 3 times with our crunk nutrients that we're trying out, that Scotty 420, the wet basement grower, hooked us up with. And we used the Bud Booster, we used the Sticky Bandit, we used the CalMag, and we also used the Monkey Juice. All right, we do have the Bloom and the Grow, but as you can see, still sealed up. We have not used them yet. We're gonna wait to start a fresh grow, and then we'll run the whole line together. But for now, these girls have been fed with Dr. Earth and don't need no more anything else for the NPK, so we're just using the additives to it. And this is the Black Rhino, and this is Through the Roof Genetics from Paulie, and he's out there in Northern Ireland. Looking good, looking good. All right. So, this plant here, this plant here, here, and back here is gonna be our next photo run. All right, so I do have ADHD, and I change my minds up all the time. And that's why I start off when I do pop beans, I pop a shitload, because then I work it from there. I pick out what plants I want to keep, what plants I don't want to keep, or didn't make the cut, or whatever. But I always pop a whole bunch to make sure that my spots are filled. So we were gonna take this down, and we were gonna run Miss K's in here. So originally for some reason I assumed Miss K's were autos, and they're not autos, and we were gonna do hers up here. Then I realized there were photos, and I felt bad, so I was gonna take this box apart and grow the photos. But with the results that I'm getting over here now, I'm really digging autos right now. So with that said, I don't want to take this apart. I would like to stay with this. And so what we're gonna do with Miss K's is we're gonna grow them up in here. So we have our 2 Quercles. So that one back there is Quercle, and this one here is Quercle Cleaners. She's a mutated plant. She was born with 3 tops, and now she's been topped out for 9 branches. And this girl we just trained out, and she's trained out to 9 branches. And so everything's 9 top colas or main colas, and that has 9 main colas. Not side branches, nothing else. These are all main colas on those 2 girls. And so I need to correct myself on pot sizes. So I've been saying this is 2.5 gallons. That's not 2.5 gallons. That's probably about 1.5 gallons. I was a whole gallon off. So these things, like, I hate reading what you order and stuff. They say a certain size and they're really not. Like these here are only about 2 liters of soil. And then these here are about 1.5 gallons of soil. So those are not 2.5 gallons. They're about 1.5 gallons. I mean, at most maybe 2 gallons, but no, not 2.5. I've been saying 2.5 gallons. They're 1.5 gallons. That's what those are. So, all right. So yeah. So we're gonna run these girls obviously in these 1.5 gallons, and then we're gonna do Miss K's 1, 2, 3, which is the Moby Dick, the Rising Shiva, and the Galactic Shiva Citrus. And we're gonna run them in these 2 liters of soil. And so, but the difference is, so like this girl here, we just did, she was born in 12-12, never seen anything else but 12-12. So, and I don't like the growth. I don't like the size of it. I was hoping it was going to go bigger. So, a couple people suggested what I should do, and I checked out other channels and stuff, is let these veg out for a couple weeks before I flip to 12-12. Get them through their seedling stage, then flip them to 12-12. So that's what we're going to do. So basically, right now, these girls shut off at 7. This tent shuts off at 7 o'clock. It's a 12-12 tent. So in a couple minutes it's going to shut down, and what I do is I'll take the new photo run, the new 5 plants, Miss K's 3 and the Quercles, and I'll take them and I'll move them over here until 7 o'clock tonight when this girl goes back on, and then I'll take them, I'll put them back under this one. So yeah, and then these girls, we're on, what are we in here? We're in week 10. We're in I think we're in week 10. So yeah, so we still have a few more weeks with these girls here. So once they finish out, then we'll flip. These girls will stay in here and we'll do 12-12. We'll take one pot, we'll put it over here, we'll put the other pot here, and then we'll put Miss K's in the middle. And we'll even up the lights, and we'll have the 2 different, we'll have 2 100-watt lights over them. And that's what we're gonna do for our next photo run. So, and then after that, those photo plants, I mean, who knows, I'll probably change my mind because it's gonna be a little while. So, but after those, I don't plan on doing photos for a minute. I am going to try and take, so we have the 3 lights here. I am going to try to take one light away, move this one over a couple inches, move this one over a couple inches. And then I'm going to take this light and I'm going to put her down here. And I'm going to take this one, so then I'll have 2 of these right here, okay? Then what I want to do, depending on the results from these buckets, these 1.5 gallon buckets, So depending on the results on these plants. So if I can get a minimum of an ounce or 2 ounces off of each one of these girls back here, I can fit 16 of those pots on my floor down here. So if I add another light here, I can do 16 of them. If I use 16 of them in here, even if I only get an ounce of plant, that's a pound. If I get 2 ounces of plant, that's 2 pounds. So, like I said, depending on the results from this grow, which they're just finishing up their first month, so I think we're gonna be pretty good, is what's gonna happen down here. So either down here is gonna stay 8 of the 1.5 gallon pots lined up, and we're gonna take that light and we're gonna move it down, or we're just gonna do the whole entire tent in these 2-liter pots here. So I can fit 3 trays here, I can do 3 trays across here, and then I can add another tray here, and then I won't change the lights. So we'll run 7 trays here, and the whole goal on these trays is a 1/2 ounce a pot. So if we get a 1/2 ounce a pot, you know what I mean? That's 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounces. So that would be a 1/4 pound, a 1/4 pound, a 1/4 pound. So we'd have 3/4 pounds up here, and then we'd have 4 trays down here, which would make 1 pound. So this is the run that we're gonna decide exactly what size pots we're gonna do this. I am staying with my double decker, and we're gonna figure it out. So, which now brings us to the next project, and which I just did. I just gave it to him, and let me grab it real quick, show you guys. We just did our STS spray, and I don't remember the count. It's either the 4th or the 5th one we done. And she's all sad because they've been out here drying off. So basically, it's what I do. I take some of this. So once you get it, they tell you to add a drop of dish soap in there. So the dish soap's in there, but basically I take this, I'll pour a little in here, and as you can see, I pull some of the Q-tip apart, and then I just basically dip it in, and then get all up under there, and I do it to all of them. So we've never reversed the plant or did any kind of breeding before, so this is my first attempt. We had these 2 girls that didn't do what we wanted, so instead of getting rid of them, we decided we would practice with some STS spray. And once again, thank you to my man Scotty420 from check him out, the Wet Basement Grower. He donated this to the grow too, and he is experimenting. He got himself a bottle experimenting with it. So yeah, so they've been dosed. So these were both from 123 Fat Buds. This one is Blue Dreams, this one is Caribbean Dreams. So this is basically a practice to see if we can do it. You know, if we do make it, I don't have anything to pollinate with them right now, but we will try to collect the pollen and see if we can collect it up. But basically, I want to practice and see if we can get it down and learn it, because we do have our first breeding project started up. And let's check it out. So this pot, and this pot is our breeding project. And here we go. So right here, this is Purple Mindset from Growers Mindset. And he had just made, oh, check it out. We got a spider. Do I leave him or do I kill him? Well, get up. Well, it's I don't know. I think I got him. I don't know, I'm gonna have to check it out. Spiders are good if there's any bugs, but the problem is as you can see, I got no sticky traps or anything in here because I don't have a problem with fungus gnats or anything. So I mean, knock on wood, but I don't have a problem with it. I haven't had a problem with it in a couple years, you know. So yeah. But anyways, back to this. I got easily distracted. So, from Grower's Mindset, this is Purple Mindset. He created this strain. It's his first breeding project. Excellent job. We grew it out on the grow along. He gave us 3 seeds. I did 2 on the grow along, and this is the 3rd one we kept aside. All right. So, this here, if you guys remember and follow along, this is the Purple Mindset bag seed. I got one big, fat, nice, healthy seed off of one of my colas, and we planted and she germinated. She started growing fast, and then she got her Cardelita leaves, she got her first set of notes, and then as you can see, we had to top her immediately because what happened is, if you didn't follow along, she grew, her next set of leaves grew up sealed closed and looked like a tulip head. And then if you look down inside of it, there was no further growth that could happen. It was like done, it's like capped itself off. So there was no side notes yet. These were way, way bad hits. So what we did was either the plant was gonna die off or I'm gonna have to top that thing immediately. So this girl got topped right at seedling stage. She was only 2 weeks into seedling stage and we topped her. And as you can see, she took it, we saved her, and these 2 branches now are the main tops. And these are usually the branches everybody cuts off and throws away. These are the bottom, very first set of notes. Well, we're keeping her to keep her alive. All right, so she's alive and kicking. Over here, and they haven't popped up yet because these girls are now going into week 3, and it suggests that you should wait a couple weeks before you start the plants that you want to pollinate. These are Blue Dreams. I put 2 down. I don't know if we're gonna keep them or not. I wanted to make sure though that we definitely had one. I'm pretty sure both are gonna come up because I haven't had a problem with these Blue Dreams, and these are from 123 Fat Buds. And so they just been started, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Purple Mindset and we're gonna STS spray her. We're gonna try to reverse her, and then we're gonna pollinate the bag seed Purple Mindset that was mutated at birth, and we are gonna pollinate the Blue Dreams. So that is gonna be my first official little first breeding project ever. So they're not my genetics. This is Grower Mindset's genetics, and these were bred by 123 Fat Buds. So I'm taking 2 of the community growers' genetics, which is, there he is, Grower's Mindset, Purple's Mindset, and 123 Fat Buds, there's Rick. And we're gonna try to mix their autos and make our own creation. And I said last time we could call it like Purple Dreams. But there is a Purple Dream, look at my finger out of the way. There is a Purple Dream out there already, and one of the fans made a suggestion, and I liked it. I went around, I said to a few people I know out here, and definitely like it. So if this does happen, we will have created the Dreamer's Mindset. So, and I know there's not one there. I researched it online. There's no Dreamer Mindset strain name yet. So a fan member said Dreamer's Mindset. So if this happens, then believe it, fam, you will be the first person to get some tester seeds from this. You created the name, and I like it, and everybody else likes it. So we are trying to create the Dreamer's Mindset. This is our first auto breeding project. So this will be basically a collab of 123 Fat Buds with Grower's Mindset, bred by Z Bud. All right, so that's that project. those are practice ones. We've gone over this. We showed you the outside, and now we have to come over here to the light review, give a check in. It's moved over here. Last time you seen it was in a closet, and a fam, not 1, 2, 3, Paulie from Through the Roof Genetics said something, and I agree. He said, by me having that in the tent, it's really not giving this light its own chance, because you have the cast off light from the Mars Hydro TS1000 that was on this side, so that light was coming down, crossing over, and then behind it we had the FC4000 Evo Mars Hydro, which is in that light. So he was correct. So we took it out, we took her off the stand, we hung her, and we have her over here now by herself. So everybody knows the 64 top main plant was in here, gone. I buffed her up big time. So I'm gonna keep it real. The leaves just kept dying and dying. They would just go light, and they were all soggy. She wasn't drinking, she was overwatered, and she was sick. She needed some work, and once again, this is why I have so much going on, so that if something does go wrong, no problem. So that big 64 was the one that was supposed to take over in the 1212 tent, the 2x3 Vivosun over there. And but because she was sick and all that, and I'm not gonna, at that point, I had too much going on. I didn't need to try to save her. Would I like her to happen? Yes. Maybe me topping her so much hurt her. You know, obviously I caused the problems from all the stuff I was doing to her. So, but needless to say, whether I caused it or not, she was basically killing herself off, and I didn't need to try to rescue her. So she's gone, and in replace, we just showed you what the next run is. We're doing the 2 1.5 gallons and 3 2 liters. But all right, let's get into the light review. This is from, here, it's easier to do on the road, from Metrigrow, and this is their 100 watt LED light. And down here from Through the Roof Genetics, Paulie, once again, we have his Mass Damage, which was started on 5/12, and we are in week 6 on her. And as you can see, the flowers coming, and Paulie made a comment and said he was happy to see that as you can see, I took all the stakes out except for one. I had a super crop, pitched the top and to hold the main top down, which I have to fix now. All right. So he let me know, which obviously I can see, that she's a squatty plant, very tight note. So obviously it's pretty much indica probably. But she's kicking butt, she's doing good. So we have her all done up. Like I said, we took all the stakes, tie downs off. So we have these ones that we got up to the same height. If I undid her and didn't super crop her, she stood up here. So I ended up super cropping her and holding her down. And that's what we got going on. So haven't really done no kind of really defoliation on this girl. Basically what I have been doing is these are original fan leaves down, like the bottom ones, is I have been coming over every couple of days, get under there, every couple of days, and just taking one of the lower fan leaves, the ones that are kind of like already did their job, done work, and you know, the ones like down here, it's all shade under there. So this, you know, so like next week, I mean in a couple of days, I'll come and take that girl off. A couple of days, I'll come after that, I'll take that one off, and see like this one down in here, she don't need to be there no more. So I could do it all at once, probably wouldn't hurt the plant, but since there's not a lot that comes to come off and none of them are blocking anything, I'm just gonna take one off every couple of days, you know, all the way up until her last month, and basically until I get whatever I need off, and then that's that. But yeah, she's doing good. All right. So, and she's on 18.6. We have the light turned up to 100%, and it is because you can do it in a veg mode or a flower mode. Basically, if you put it in the veg mode, it will drop the reds and you'll just do the blues and whites. But she is in flower mode, so we have her turned over to flower mode. And that's what we got, all by herself. So I imagine, I'm pretty sure she's gonna start stretching. All right. So there's the light review. And we checked out the outside project. These girls are going to bed. So now what I'll do is I'll take these girls out of here. We'll toss them over in here. All right, and we gotta put these girls back in now. There we go. Good night, ladies. All right, they're in bed. All right, now we're gonna do our card game. But unfortunately, we have to use the same pack of cards from last week because I forgot to buy cards. So I need to come over here and get the card from last week, which was Keefe's Stones, to put back into the deck. So we have to reuse the deck of cards. So there's that. We have got the players list and one player here, and I haven't fixed it. Where's he at? Right here. That's gonna be a 4 of hearts. I haven't responded to your thing. I didn't get a chance to, but David, I'm gonna make sure your 3 of hearts, because you called somebody else's card, is getting the 4 of hearts. All right, so there's that, we got the cards, and our giveaway is from Cultigen Seeds. We have some Saran Runts regular autoflowers. You get 10 seeds in the pack. If you do win, do me a favor, go over to Instagram and say what's up to Cultigen. Let him know you want a pack of his seeds from my channel, and he can answer or guide you on anything to do with his genetics. All right, if you are a winner already once in this game and already have a pack of Saran Runts, you will get a pack of Hoffman lenses, which are regular autos too. All right, so that is what the winnings are gonna get. And now let's get you set up. I know my son bought me a tripod. We finally got a tripod, and I freaking broke it. So let's give me a second. I gotta get us set up and we'll play some cards real quick. All right, got y'all set up. Ugh. Hopefully I'm on screen. What's up, peeps? Bust out this big ass deck of cards. Alright. Let's try to shuffle these things. All right. There we go. Give it a quick one cut. Two cuts. All right, here we go. What do we got? 9 of diamonds. We have a 9 of hearts. We have a 9 of... Travis, you have 1. Travis J has 1. And I believe 1. Travis J. That is our winner. Mr. Travis J. Whoa. There we go, there we go. All right. This is what you got, my man. Sweet. Always here. Good fam in the community here. He's always here watching all the videos, always in the comment section. And wait a minute. Yeah, come back over here real quick. I need to find my 7 of diamonds, my Keefe stone. He's got to go back up on the wall. Where'd you go? Where'd he go? Did he leave? He left the house? He's out of here? There he... No, that wasn't it. What was the card last time? What did he play? 7 of hearts? Oh, it's 7 of hearts, not 7 of diamonds. There he is. Let's bring them back over to the wall. Let's see. I knew you won before, brother. There he is, right there. He won one of the first card games. So actually, let's hang you guys up to the wall. All right, got you up on the wall again, brother. So instead of the Saran runts, you will be getting the Hoffman. What is it? Hoffman lenses. All right, so we got to that. And yeah, that's what we got going on. I'll throw a slab in there for you and we'll get them out. All right, everybody. That is what we have going on today on episode 20, part 1, our little projects. All right, I appreciate all the love and support from all you guys. You guys are a blessing. Taz loves you guys. Say hi, Tazzy. Ooh. All right, guys, that's what we got going on. Till next time. Make sure that you enter your card for the new game. If you pick a card somebody else has picked, I will try to let you know to pick again. Otherwise, I will post the card you picked and say, best of luck. That means that card is yours. All right, so we will see you. The next card game will be episode 21, part 1. So you have this video and episode 19, part 2. To put your entry in. All right, everybody. Till next time, this is Z-Bud saying much love and appreciation. Stay healthy, stay blessed, stay happy. Peace.